today's the race day. Bike's been scrutineered, my gear's been scrutineered, got the lap timer going, gonna have a camera on the tail all day and take it for some racing. I'm not expecting to have the greatest results. Yesterday's tuning wasn't exactly all I hoped for, but yeah, we're having fun. That's the point of this, is to use our machines, have some fun and get out there.
Yeah, exactly. So, good morning, guys, girls, participants.
Okay, so rider briefing's been done. Bike's warming up. Tyre warmers are getting up to temperature, and I'll double check my tyre pressure before that. The day around here looks absolutely fantastic, so should have some good weather for racing. It's a bit cooler than yesterday, so hopefully that keeps my body temp down a bit. So yeah, the plan is I'm starting from the back of the field, so try to latch onto some faster riders, try to pick up what they're doing, try to learn from them and push forward if I can. So yeah, it should be a fun day. See how we go. So unfortunately I'm not allowed to race clubmen. They said based on my previous times I'm too quick. Those previous times were set 9 years ago, so it kind of sucks, but they'll get some data on me today, and if I'm still as slow as I was yesterday, I might get let back in. We'll see what happens. But first session, got a Superbike practice session in about half an hour. My first race will be the B grade race. Okay, that's it. 2 minutes to go. Bike's filled up, tire pressures are checked, everything's tethered that needs to be tethered, including the GoPro. So, wish me luck. Let's find out how well I do. So that was first practice. Good little warm up. Times weren't that quick. Low 118s, so about 1.5 seconds off what I was doing at my best yesterday. That being said, I can see where there's a lot of time to be gained, as it's just a warm up. I wasn't the slowest person out there. I was catching a couple of people, so that gives me a little bit of hope. So far, I don't think I'm going to be too bad out there now. So next one, practice 2. Let's go. So practice is done and dusted. I thought I'd have a crack at a practice start in that one. It was terrible, but at least I've had my one bad start for the day done. So hopefully the rest of them are good from now on. I've learnt from that. We'll see how we go. I only did one flying lap, but I dropped at least a second over what I did in the previous session. So pretty happy with that. Didn't appear to be quite the slowest person out there again, so hopefully that means I might get an overtake or two done in the race. But yeah, practice is over. B grade race is next, so I'll start from the back of the grid. If I get a better start than I just did there, well, hopefully I can overtake a few people before we even get to the first corner. So stay tuned, let's do this. So in the last video I mentioned that I was checking my fuel with a fuel stick. So here's my fuel stick, and I did a bit of maths on the whole situation, and I worked out I'm using about 350 mil of fuel per lap around here. So at the moment I've got about 4 litres in there at the moment. Now my races today are all B grade 6 laps, and the Superbike races are all 8 laps. So I'm going to need 8 laps plus an in lap and an out lap. So straight up 350 mil per lap, 10 laps, that gives me 3.5 litres of fuel I need in there. Now, as I said, we need, if there happens to be a red flag or a stoppage of some sort, we need to be able to come back in, go back out, not refuel. So at that point, we know we're going to need a couple of litres, well, at least 4 laps worth up our sleeve. So that's another 1.5 litres. So now I'm up to 5 litres in my tank. And then I'm going to need probably 2 litres in my tank, because if I do get down that far, fuel's going to be sloshing around. If fuel's sloshing around, my fuel pump might not pick it up, and if it doesn't pick it up, I'll start getting surging. So,
attention pits, 5-minute call, race 1 B grade series, 5
7 litres of fuel in this bike. So let's get that done, get this thing started up, and we're off. Holy shit, what a rush. That was a big road race. What a rush. That was awesome. Unfortunately, I did start last and I did finish last. However, the 4 guys in front of me didn't really drop me. So I'm kind of a back end of B grade pace. Or B grade race pace. Those guys are all C graders too. So yeah, happy to do that. I'm back around the same lap times as I was doing at the end of yesterday. So it's great. There's nothing like getting out there, watching people in front of you's lines and knowing what they can do as possible. You can then go and try to emulate that and keep up with them, do the same things. And then once you get comfortable with that, try to go a little bit further next time and catch back up to them. So the first couple of laps I did drop back a bit, and then the final couple of laps I was catching right back up to the back end of them. So that's it. I'm pretty happy. Got faster. Superbike race next. Hey Colin, what do you think about people doing wheelies up the bowling alley on the cool down lap?
Kind of.
Don't do it?
Shouldn't do it.
Okay, sorry.
Someone did a wheelie behind the trees and no one hears it. Is it a wheelie?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Finishing at the back. I'll be at the back. Okay, here we go. Superbikes race 1. 5-minute course has come. I'm ready as I can be. Bike's fuel, everything's warm. Let's have some fun. race in 9 years. I am absolutely stuffed already. My heart rate, let's have a look. My heart rate at the moment is still 125 beats per minute. For me, that's pretty high. There's one thing I'll say about racing. You go race out with people faster than you, you latch onto people in front of you, and you learn and you go faster and you just get more comfortable going at a much higher speed. So that session, remember before I was saying I was in the mid-16s trying to get around the track, and I said I would really love to be in the 15s and maybe even crack the 14s. Well, that session I just did a 1:15.0, so I just dropped 1.5 seconds off my lap time just by going racing. And I've seen this so many times. Back when I started racing, every day I went out for a race, I'd drop a second off my lap times. Every time I did a practice day, I'd hang around that same lap time as the previous race day. So yeah, go racing. It's worth it. You'll get faster. Don't think you have to be running at the front. Run at the back, latch onto faster riders, and you two can go a lot faster than you're going already. Okay, race 2. Should be fun again. So that was Superbike race number 2. I didn't go any faster than I did last time. Did a 15.8 was the best in that one, so 0.8 of a second slower than previous race. But yeah, the group in front of me, they were already well up the road. So after a lap or two, so I knew I kind of wasn't going to catch them, and I didn't really have the greatest target to focus on and match. So just stuck with what I know, did what I did, brought it home safely. Give it a go in the last race which is coming up. So then it's time to pack up and go home after that. So been a great day. Let's get this last one done. that's that. Bike now gets impounded for a bit of a quick check to make sure I'm not cheating too badly. And then we get to pack it all up and drive home.